Mela, I've been asked this question where we have triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Remember, with an isosceles triangle, you have two sides that are equal. Now, in this case, it's a right-angled triangle because you're told that A is equals to 90 degrees. Now, the side that is opposite 90 degrees, what do we call it? We call it hypotenuse, which is the longest side in that triangle. Now they give you AB is equals to AC and both of them are equal to 1 unit. And as I have shown you in the diagram, now they want us to calculate BC. Now this is how we're going to do it, okay? Because it's there's a 90 degree, it's a right angled triangle. What we are going to do is use this theorem of Pythagoras, which simply says that the sides the sum of each side squared will give you the longest side, which is the hypotenuse, and the hypotenuse in this case will be BC. So in this case, we have AB squared plus AC squared, which will give us BC squared. AC is 1 unit and AB is also 1 unit. And 1 squared plus 1 squared will simply give you 1 plus 1, and that will be 2. Now, to get rid of the square that we have, the exponent 2 that we have as the exponent of BC, we will have to apply the inverse of exponents, which is the inverse of 2 will be the square root. So you simply square root both sides, which is simply you multiplying the exponents by a half. And obviously, you'll end up having the square root of 2 on the left-hand side and the square root of BC squared on the right-hand side. The square root and the exponent of 2 on the right-hand side will cancel out, giving you BC being equal to the square root of 2. Now, in B, you've been asked to calculate angle B as well as angle C. What I did is that I simply used SOHCAHTOA. I'm sure you guys know SOHCAHTOA by now, where you know that sine of B will be opposite divided by hypotenuse, okay? Now, which will simply be 1 over 2. How did I get this 1 over 2? The opposite side, the side that is opposite to angle B is that 1. That's why we have 1 in the numerator, and the adjacent side, the side that is next to angle B, adjacent to angle B will be BC, and BC is square root of 2, which is the longest side, the hypotenuse that is, okay? Now, all I have to do for me to calculate angle B, I will simply apply the inverse function and simply find arc sine of 1 over square root of 2, and that will simply give me 45. And that's how you calculate it in your calculator. When you punch it in the calculator, you'll punch it in a calculator like that, and it'll simply tell you that angle B is equal to 45. Now, I could have done the same thing with angle C, but I decided to say, you know what, when we have, because this is a polygon, remember that, and it's a polygon which has 3 straight lines enclosed by 3 straight lines. You should know the formula for calculating the sum of angles of a polygon. So you will simply take all the angles inside that triangle, add them up, and they should give you a sum of 180. And the reason for that will be sum of angles in a triangle, where A is 90, B is 45, and C, we don't know what it is. And I will transpose 45 and 90 to the right-hand side. Remember, when you transpose them to the right-hand side, it will change signs. You'll end up having 180 minus 90 degrees minus 45, and that will give you 45. And in C, I am not sure as to why they're actually asking you to calculate them. You could use the ratios by saying that sine of 45, which is this 45, will be opposite all over hypotenuse, which is in this case 1 all over the square root of 2. Or you can use the calculator, and when you use a calculator, this is what you're going to get. Please note that the square root of 2 over 2 is the same as 1 divided by square root of 2 when you rationalize it. And the last one will give you 10 of 45 will simply be equal to 1. All right. If you need any extra lessons in math, you can contact those people. I do not tutor math at all. We tutor accounting. If you need extra lessons in math, please contact those individuals there. They'll help you. They're good. Otherwise, I wouldn't have included the contact details here. They're really, really good. Try them out if you need extra lessons in math. Otherwise, if you need extra lessons in accounting, I gave you my contact details, and alternatively, you can contact Mrs. T. Kujinga. All right. Kgotsong for now. I hope you realize how easy math is. Lesaleng hantle.